Hi, I'm Brien Lundin of Gold Newsletter, and I am here at the Vancouver Metals Investor Forum. It is a excited atmosphere outside. You can probably can't hear the boisterous crowd outside. They're all looking for new opportunities in this tremendous metals and mining bull market. The big story, of course, as we're sitting here, is silver getting over that key $100 level, and everybody's looking for the next big silver play. Well, I'm here to tell you it's here.
Thank you, Brian.
Not that you needed that, I took your line from you, but this is Glenn Jessome, President and CEO of Silver Tigre. And Glenn, a lot of companies, or any company out there, would love to have a great silver project in this environment.
Mm-hmm.
You've got two conveniently stacked on top of each other.
One under the other. It's a wonderful place.
I've been in this business an awful long time. I don't know that I've ever seen that before. So you are treating them, and they are really two distinct projects.
That's correct.
Progressing toward development rapidly. Describe those to us and some of the economics involved in at the stages they lie in.
The classic Mexico is you always have a big surface mine, a stockwork zone, epigenetic always to the high-grade silver veins, and that's exactly what we were. The first part of that was to develop and to drill and to get to a PFS level, which we did in October of 2024. The surface mine, that big stockwork zone, gold and silver, easier mining, low capex, which drives great economics. And I mean, it's incredible. Let's just talk about that for a moment.
So that was your priority.
That was our priority, and the priority was to get that not only ready to build, which it is, but was to get that to a point where we could get all the necessary approvals we need to begin construction. And on November 17th, we received in Mexico all necessary approvals for that surface mine.
That was a key point.
Oh,
that's what everybody's been talking about.
Incredible accomplishment for the company, for my team, not for me. I mean, my job here is to run the company in Canada. We're a Mexican company, have I think 3 Canadian employees, but that team that's had 30 years experience with our group in Mexico, it has guided that process to get that approval, and now we're building that surface mine of that stockwork zone. And I mean, the economics, it's silly. We just updated the economics, and you can go look at it last week as part of the PEA for the underground. We'll talk about at $38 at $38 silver and $3,200 gold, and that's wonderful. It makes so much money. But I looked today at our sensitivity table because someone asked about it when we were out here in the hallway, and these throngs of people, you can barely get through. There's so many people here excited. And they said, well, at today's prices, $105,000, what's this project do? I said, okay, it generates an NPV, US dollars, in excess of $1 billion US dollars. It makes about, over the 10-year mine life, 140 million USD after tax free cash flow each year. So $1.4 billion pays back in way less than a year, and the IRR is somewhere around 150%. So incredible, and that's on an $86 million capex and an 18-month build. And we're currently building. So what an exciting thing to have happen. And
but wait, there's more.
There's more. Wait, there's more. And that has been our look. We saw that approvals we needed coming in the summer. We started the final engineering and moving toward the detailed engineering. We made that call back last summer, and so now here we are in January. Head start to build that surface mine, and we're going to do that. And that's a priority. But as we've been drilling, as I said, there's always the big surface ore, and then there's always a high-grade silver mine, usually under and around it, and we have the same. And so a lot of work, a lot of drilling culminated on Tuesday last week with the preliminary economic assessment for about 5 million tons of underground ore in an 800-ton per day mill, which we're also permitted for. We actually have that mill already on the mountain. We bought it in Canada, took it down about a year ago, getting ready. And we're excited about that, and the economics on that are incredible too. We did it at the same lower prices we talked about. You can go look at the press release come out Tuesday. But again, the person asked me today, well, at today's prices, $105,000, That thing drives an NPV north of 1.8 billion US today at spot prices. Makes probably about, oh goodness, what am I trying to think about there? If you put them together, no, it's a 1.4 billion NPV. Sorry about that. Generates net cash, or 15-year mine life on that one, of almost $2 billion. So very, very profitable, high IRR, short payback. So now we're sitting there with this, and it's about an 18-month build. Key in that is we can build them at the same time. Yeah. I'm focused on the surface mine now, but we're going to get that work done for that underground, finish it, and we're going to try to build that as quickly as possible because, you know, you are not allowed, I'm a securities lawyer, I think you may know that, Brian. We're not allowed to, when we put these reports out, add them together. Yeah. But I'm going to do some addition because today that project, if you were looked at them at spot prices, generates an NPV well in excess of $2 billion US dollars, and over life of each mine makes approximately $3.4 billion USD after free cash flow after tax. So an incredible, that's a world-class asset. It's wonderful. And today we're trading, if we should build those and are successful, we're trading about $700 million market cap. Anyone who believes we can do it, believes our team, who's the best we think in the business in Mexico, we've proven that, then that's going to be a wonderful return. So I would love to have some shareholders kind of look at it and see if they want to follow along in a world where I think we're going to need more silver. Well,
and that's another good point. You're building a silver mine, a very profitable silver mine,
yes, sir,
on track to produce in an environment where the silver price is rising. So you're able to capitalize on this cycle in the mining unit.
I'm going to tell you, when you saw the prices we used for our study we just put out last week, and we priced surface and mine and the underground the same, do I get up every day and say I'm planning to produce at 105,000? Go look at the sensitivity table we have, you know, at $50 or $60 silver and $3,600 gold. This thing makes, it doesn't change it very much. It's still so profitable. And so from our perspective, it's an amazing world. We think, and I'm not saying this to be self-serving, and some people could say, if I was investing right now and I thought that this market we're in really has legs to keep this price here or even go up or go down a little bit, just around here, you want to invest in those developers over the next 18 months to 24 months. They're going to go from a developer to a producer. That's what we are. I think those are going to be alpha returns. Yeah. And so we're in a great spot.
And that brings up a point. You, I think, obviously rightly so, focused on that development, getting to production while we're in this really buoyant metals market. But there's tremendous exploration potential here.
You know, that's the fun part. And if people want to dive in our Verify on the website, they can really see it. We got 25 kilometers of this trend.
Yeah.
Everything I've talked about so far is about 3.5 kilometers. Yeah. Okay. So, and in that 3.5, people have to understand that surface mine we talked about. That's only 60% of the ore we have already delineated in that first 10 years. You know, that will push back after that period. There's 40% more, and that's open north and south. Yeah. That will get bigger. The underground that we talked about, the PEA, has 5 million tons of ore in it. That's all we put in the PEA because it was ready. It had enough drilling to put it in. 700 meters to the north, we have 3.8 million more tons that just didn't have enough drilling. We put a little bit of a mine plan around that. If someone wants to be really smart, go look at that PEA, which got filed, I think, yesterday or the day before, and go to section 24, and you're going to go, oh, wow, there's another one sitting here. They just need to do the work. And yet there's more. And then the last part is, we have the North Tigre mine, 2 or 3 kilometers north of El Tigre. We got in there in the fall. It was the same old mine, vintage like the one we drilled. We're underground there. We're mapping and sample it. We'll start drilling that. And we've got 10 kilometers north unexplored and 10 kilometers south where there's 3 other major silver mines around the same vintage. We're getting in there, brownfields to the north and greenfields to the south, and a big mine to build in the middle. So this is a district, and we just need to do the work. It's going to take a lot.
It's a play made for a silver market like we have right now. So congratulations on going forward with the production scenario when the timing was right, because it's the exploration that really excites me as well. You've got so much more. I mean, you can deliver drill holes to the market for a long time.
Here's the plan. It's always been focus on that middle. Look at that big surface mine. Look at the economics. We're going to build it. We got the money. We've got the approvals. The underground, get that ready, build as quick as possible, and then go north and south. And when that cash flow comes, and even before, we'll put a couple of drills.
With no
there'll be
dilution.
10 drill rigs north, and there'll be 10 drill rigs south, and we'll just be adding ounces. So it's an exciting time for Silver Tiger.
Well, congratulations for getting ready to make silver in this silver market.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Glenn.
Always a pleasure to see you. Thank you.